Now I could tell you, we've been trying to navigate sexuality for a long time in the wrong way. The world, the church, we've been trying to navigate sexuality, and it's just been confusing, okay? Things are about to get complicated. I'm going to tell you 3 ways that we have tried to navigate sexuality that has not worked. The purity movement. The purity movement of the 1990s. This is one of the reasons why Across My Heart Ministry started. The purity movement says, you can't wear a shirt that is more than 2 finger widths from your collarbone. Your shorts have to reach below your fingertips. You can't watch this list of movies. You're not allowed to date. Rules upon rules upon rules upon rules. Now, I'm not saying rules are bad, always. But they've got to start with relationship. Because rules without relationship equal rebellion. And then you're just following the rules like a robot. Instead of having a heart, a relationship with God that says, I want to do the right thing. And that's what the purity movement missed. It missed the heart behind why. What's the point? Why are we following these rules? It missed the heart behind the rules, the relationship behind them. It also capitalized on fear. Like I said earlier, the church has often been afraid to talk about sex. And so we've just wanted to lock it away like a monster and be afraid of it and avoid it, instead of valuing it as a design from God that has a place in our conversations and discussions in the church. A couple things the purity movement did wrong. When you have a list of rules, you often find yourself asking, how far is too far? You guys all know that question. I'm sure you've all asked it in one way or another. How far is too far always translates to, how much can I get away with? Now, when my husband and I started dating, we asked how far is too far. And I thought I had the right intention with the question. Because I was like, God, I really want to know, like, how far I can go without compromising my purity. So, like, yeah, it's a good question to ask. No, I was really asking how much can I get away with. And so Joseph and I, we created a list of rules for ourselves to follow. This was early in our dating relationship. We thought, if we create a list of rules, then we won't ever go too far. And we start writing down these rules. But you know what we ended up doing is, in order to create rules for ourselves, we had to describe the sensual scenarios that we wouldn't put ourselves in. It's like reverse flirting. We're going to talk about all things we're not going to do. No. Thankfully, we realized what we were doing pretty quickly. We got that like little check in your spirit, like the conviction. Woo! Like, oh. So I said, okay, God, forgive us. We shouldn't go down that road. But what are we going to do? Like, we need a list of rules to follow. And he's like, no. If you love me, that's where it starts. If you love the Lord your God with all your heart, there's no room in your heart to love the things of the world. Love me first. Keep it simple. Love me with your whole heart. So, we did. And by God's grace, we made it all the way to our wedding day. That's our wedding. Woohoo! See? Victory! But I'll tell you, 6 weeks before the wedding, he came back from school, and we started spending a lot more time together, just final arrangements before our wedding day. And we realized we do need to create a list of rules for ourselves. And you're going to be like, wait a second, I thought you just said, like, not to have the list of rules. Rules that are rightly ordered with relationship first. Your relationship with God first. So that's what we did. Instead of asking, how far is too far, we asked, how close to God can we be? And what do we need to do? What rules or guidelines, if you like that word better, do we have to follow to be close to God? And that's the question that we asked to make it all the way to the altar.